I'm here at the Circle K in Hickory, North Carolina, getting ready to do a site review using the News Coulomb site review method. So before we get started, I need to talk about where exactly I am. Hickory, North Carolina is a small town of about 45,000 residents off Interstate 40 in between Raleigh, North Carolina and Asheville, North Carolina. It's about midway between them. And for some reason, this location just has an amazing amount of electric vehicle charging infrastructure. Let's go take a look at some of those locations, starting with the Tesla Supercharger. Here's a 12-stall Tesla Supercharger on the west side of town. And here's a Tesla Supercharger on the east side of town. Let's go check out the dealership row. There's several dealerships that have DC fast chargers also. The Hyundai dealership has two CPE 250s. Another one here at the Volvo and Porsche dealership. The local Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC Buick dealership has this one, and there's another DC fast charger over there as well. Nissan dealership. Duke Energy is the local utility for electricity in this vicinity, and they have a program called Park and Plug, where they install level 2 charging stations and DC fast charging stations in rural communities. Here in Hickory, they have many stations. This one is at the local community college. This is the local convention center. There are 8 level 2 stalls. This is the local university. There's a 4-stall level 2 station in the parking lot of the stadium. Here's a local high school. There's 4 level 2 stalls. This is their last station. It's a DC fast charger in the heart of downtown Hickory. There are 2 DC fast chargers and 2 level 2 chargers. Okay, so this location is very close to Interstate 40 on the eastern side of Hickory. It's conveniently located, has plenty of amenities, so looking forward to doing this site review to see how it scores. Now, these chargers are not actually commissioned yet. I'm here a little bit early, but it's enough time to do a site review and test the cable length, just kind of check the site out. Boy, these cables are kind of awkward. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be charging, but that gives a sense of the space of these stalls and the ease of pulling in. No pull through, but directly off the egress point for the property, and in a very good location. No coverings. There are no lights, garbage cans, squeegees, but perhaps those will be added shortly, except I can't really score them against that because just right over here, probably 11 steps away, there's garbage cans and squeegees.
So here's the vital stats. Circle K in Hickory, North Carolina, off Interstate 40, halfway between Raleigh, North Carolina, and Asheville, North Carolina. PlugShare location will be linked down below in the description. It has 4 stalls, 2 dual-handled 180 kilowatt ABB dispensers with CCS handles. There is no auto charge, and because it's not commissioned yet, we don't know the final kilowatt pricing. I'd expect it to be somewhere around 50 cents. The News Coulomb site review model has 5 sections. Each section has 10 points. First section is access. The site scored very well, except it doesn't have pull-through stalls and it doesn't have the plug-in charge option. But otherwise, it is very convenient. Not only is it on the property of a convenience store, but there is a sit-down restaurant immediately adjacent. So you could walk to the lobby of the sit-down restaurant in probably 30 seconds or less. It's very close by. The cable management is brand new and effective, the same as the cable management at other Circle K locations. They do have the stalls marked for EV parking only, It is directly next to the entrance of the site and plenty of amenities. They even have a car wash if you want to get a car wash after you're done. As far as amenities go, it does not have a canopy or any overhead lighting. I don't know if that was just because the construction was not complete, but I'm assuming the construction is complete. The landscaping was done, and it looked like they were just waiting for final energizing of the chargers. So I don't think there's going to be any overhead lighting, so I marked it no. As I said, it's in a convenience store property, so there is bathrooms, trash cans, squeegees, dining options, as I mentioned. There is no park or picnic area. There is a place to sit outside, but it's not like a travel center where you have an area to walk your dog or anything like that. And as far as things to do, Hickory is kind of an eclectic community that has a very vibrant, revitalized downtown. So there is plenty to do in the town of Hickory. It's also a gateway town to the Appalachian Mountains and the ski resorts of Boone, North Carolina. As far as concentration goes, there are only 4 stalls, so it does get some points taken away for that, unlike the Tesla Supercharger, which typically has 8, 12, or 16 stalls. It does have enough chargers for the region. As I've mentioned, it's a very small community, but because it's a major thoroughfare on Interstate 40 and also State Route 16 going up to Boone and down to Charlotte, it does have a lot of traveler pass-through traffic. So for the location, it is very close to the interstate, less than a quarter mile, and also the main road that runs through Hickory, it sits directly on. So it's in a terrific location. You could actually see the interstate from the property. And I was there on a Sunday morning, and there was a lot of busy traffic passing by. So it's a terrific location. It does have the scenic highway route, as I mentioned, very popular route going up to Boone, North Carolina, which is some of the highland area of the Appalachian Mountains. And it doesn't have, it's not a charging desert, so it had a point taken away for that. And it is also not in an incorporated area with no other public fast chargers. There's a ton of other charging options in this location, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video. So it gets a point taken away for that as well, but otherwise it scored very high as far as location goes. Circle K definitely did a good job of picking their location. As far as speed go, it doesn't go past 150, so it gets a score taken away for the 350. They're slower ABB 180 kilowatt chargers. The throughput of the site, as you can see from the transformer, is 500 kVA. So it gets points taken away for the megawatt, 2 megawatt, 4 megawatt throughput rankings. That gives the site a total points of 34 out of 50.
So there you have it. Brand new DC fast charger station in EV charging mecca of Hickory, North Carolina, residents 45,000. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching.